It is time. Hi, everybody, and welcome. It is July's mid-month motivation with Louise and Jocelyn. So, Jocelyn, do you feel like you're going to be able to motivate people tonight?
To laughter. Woof. Guys.
All right. So we'll wait here for a few minutes to see people coming in. Hopefully everybody's grabbing their knitting, get a nice cold drink. Are you guys still in the middle of a heat wave out there?
Well, we're a more reasonable 24 through 27 for highs instead of 30s before. Oh, for the love of Pete. Yes. Stop asking so many freaking permissions. Bloody.
I know we had tornado warnings last night. We had storms, and today again is still crazy hot. Like, I'm sure with humidex, we've got to be over 40. It was brutal today.
Yeah, we did that. We did that last week. So right now we're in break time. My phone would like me to know you're live on the internet. We're on break time right now. So we have reasonable 24 through 27 degrees Celsius highs. So I'll take it.
That would be nice.
So that -7 is 23 because I can reverse math. It's fine. Guys, I know how to add. We're all very proud.
What are you working on?
Secret projects.
Secret projects are always fun.
I have, in case you might not be aware, we don't have that much longer till our next check-in.
I know. That's okay. I'm not even panicking about that. And I actually remember both projects. I'm sure there was only two. I remember two, so I'm thinking there was only two. Hi, Susie. Hi, Melanie.
There is now.
I know there was two projects, but what I've really been working on a lot this week.
I wasn't sure if I was where I needed to be to do the next thing tonight, a critical role, and I am. So I can roll up this tape measure and work on some crochet today.
Oh, that's good.
And I can work on the secret project tonight while critical role's playing.
Fantastic. Isn't that good? I know, because sometimes you got to be in a certain spot for
you do for different projects and different things. So I wasn't sure if I was where I needed to be. Turns out I am. We're good.
So this one here, I've got to pull out a little bit because my seed stitch turned into ribbing.
Oh, whoops.
Which does happen every once in a while when you are seed stitching.
It really does.
I even put a stitch marker on to remind me of which row I was on when I needed to change the pattern.
Necessarily help.
Yes, it only works if you check to see where the stitch marker is. Apparently I didn't, but that's okay. I didn't do too many rows.
Fair. I'm enjoying a little after dinner fruit smoothie.
Oh, yummy. So have you been spinning at all?
I spun for like 3 or 4 days and then completely stopped, which is normally what happens for me during Tour de Fleece. So I'm doing fine.
Okay, so what was your goal for Tour de Fleece?
I was going to try for the 10 minutes every day. So I managed it for 3 or 4 days and then other stuff started happening. So it didn't work out. Well, I didn't think I was going to make it all the way to the end because I've never made it all the way to the end, but I was hoping for more than like half a week. It's fine. I have so much on my plate right now. It's just, it is what it is, which is never a fun statement to say, even if it is an accurate statement. Oh. But I was finishing things. I finished a shawl design.
Oh, that's amazing.
And huge.
That is lovely. I would really like that.
The right side or the wrong side? I put a texture bump in so I could tell the difference. Everyone's like, oh, such a nice design element. I'm like, yes, it's a design element. It's big. Like it's
I like big. Oh, that's big. Really nice.
It's really big. So I gotta get some FO photos because the pattern's done and then I can release it. But I have to be outside when it's cool enough that the idea of putting on a shawl doesn't cause me, pain
Yeah,
to think about. So I need
that's
to I need to do that. That is ready for release. So
what yarn did you knit that out of?
that's 2 shawl and a balls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's lovely.
Now, my primary tester did hers by holding 2 solid skeins together. So
Yeah.
she made a marled winter version and a thicker weight yarn. It looks so squishy. It looks so squishy. So
That
happy.
would be nice. I am all about worsted weight shawls right now, just for that reason. I mean, they knit up quick, they're warm. I don't, yeah, I'm really liking that idea. So let's see who all is here. Susie says hello. Melanie, I'm so glad you're here tonight. Autumn is here. Oh, she's listening while she is spinning. Hi, Emma. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Sally. Let's see. Melanie says,
Hello.
oh, okay. What is this, Melanie? She said she made the classic knitter's mistake this week. I had about 6 inches of top-down raglan cardi done, checked before I split for the sleeves, and saw those words at the same time. Oh no.
Yeah, you have that moment where you're like, right, you're supposed to read all of the instructions per section before you start.
It's like they need to put those in capitals, in bold, right at the very, like the first letters.
Yeah, you're just like,
at the same time. Da, 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 da.
Whoops, daisies.
Oh, well. At least you know you're in good company because, I mean, who hasn't done that at least once at some point, right?
We've all done it.
Oh.
And if we don't admit to it, that's a whole other thing, but we've all done it.
We have all done it. We have all done it.
Okay, I need to full screen us because it's got us staggered right now. So you're on top of the motorbike. You're on top instead of on the side, and that's just throwing me for a loop.
Oh, yeah. So how that's a settings thing, isn't it? Like
it's a setting things, yeah.
Gallery view.
I'm doing the bottom hem of a front panel for a crocheted cardigan.
That's exciting.
Just, making some ribbon.
Oh, Melanie, that's even worse. Melanie says it was on the next page. Oh, that's.
Yep, I've done that.
Oh, she said. So Melanie, she said she ripped the whole thing out and started a different pattern.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Well,
it's so annoying because you do it and then you're like, but I did it to myself because I know I am supposed to read the whole pattern. I know I'm supposed to.
Yeah, but at the time,
I chose not to. I chose not to, and now I am paying for it.
I know. You just
pants.
You get that tunnel vision, right? And you're like, okay, I'm doing exactly what it says, and then you don't think beyond that. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, Susie says, is spinning more fun with a wheel versus a drop spindle?
Yes and no. So they're two. Well, technically you're making yarn with both because you're making yarn with both. They're two very sort of different motions. So your spinning wheel is your foot and your hands working together to create yarn. And then you get the whole spinning wheel and the whole aesthetic vibe from that. With drop spinning, you're either sitting or you're standing and you're using your hands to make yarn because you're not using your feet for it. So it's two different sort of motions for it. I like drop spinning if I'm sitting down somewhere because I make art yarn with my drop spindle. But if I'm spinning on my wheel, I like to be like in the living room or somewhere where I can have something playing in the background while I'm focusing on what's going on in front of me. So like they're technically either or. It's like socks toe up or socks cuff down. You're gonna have a sock at the end of it. It's just gonna come down to preference.
Yeah. Now you can spin a lot faster on a wheel.
Yes, but I know some drop spinners who are very fast because all they do is drop spindles. So like I've got a girlfriend named Jocelyn.
Oh yes, you've talked about.
I know. She can drop spin a sweater quantity at about the same time most of us would like drop spin 100 or 200 grams. Like she's very fast at drop spinning, but that is her only hobby. That's what she does. She doesn't knit, she just spins, and she prefers drop spinning. So that's what she does. So for her, it's a speed thing because she's done it for so long.
Right.
Again, when you first start on a wheel, you are not going to be faster than I am on a drop spindle. You're just not, because you're learning.
No, no,
Once
no.
you've learned, will you have more speed than I will? Yeah. Yeah, you'll have more speed than I will.
Yeah. I like my drop spindle.
I love my drop spindle. I
really like
enjoy it
it.
a lot.
Me too. I could just spin on that all the time. I like it. Find it very relaxing. Okay, so Melanie, so you ripped out the whole like 6 inches, the top, the yoke part. So what pattern did you replace it with?
Oh yeah. Which one took the
You should tell us, because then we'll probably all run and put it in our favorites. And how many people will be casting it on this week? Probably can guarantee you will motivate a few people to cast it on. What's everybody else working on since we're mid-month through? Can you believe it? Man, this summer is flying by.
Thank God. When do we hit fall?
Well, and it's been
The
really
worst.
hot this summer.
Worst time of the. This is the new summer. Like, this is one of those ones where we're like, oh, but we're not going back, because we aren't making changes. That's the absolute simplest straight. We don't make changes. This is our new summer, and it gets worse from here.
Well, see, if you go to Michael's, according to Michael's, it is already fall.
Oh, well, yeah, that's because stores have to be 2 months ahead of the season change, or they don't make sales.
Yep, that's true. So it is fall there. It is. Where
So
was
someone
I?
who used to work in retail.
Yeah. So it is, yeah, if you want,
You want the sales, you have to be 2 months ahead.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's it, right? Everybody gets excited for what's coming next, but they have Halloween stuff out.
Yep.
Today was the first day I had seen Halloween. I had seen pumpkins and a bit of fall stuff, but
Oh yeah.
there was Halloween stuff out today too.
Well, nobody's going to buy after the season's done.
Not usually.
Not unless they're getting it on sale.
That's right. Let's just stock it up for next year.
Yeah, that's just, it's not a way to make money. So you have to be 2 to 3 months ahead of the actual season change.
Yep. And apparently that is the time. We are at that point. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Sally said she's sewing in the ends on her second sock. Sally, that means you have a pair finished. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Susie's working on socks.
Socks are good in the summer heat. I'm excited for a new pair of socks, so well done.
Yeah.
New socks.
Oh, you guys. Oh, this isn't right. Oh no. Okay, I'm okay. Oh, okay. Am I gonna mess this up? Okay, I guess I haven't been ever knitting this and talking. I've just been knitting this and watching YouTube or something. We'll see if I can keep my pearls and my knit straight here as I'm chatting and reading.
I have to make 30 bumps. 30 bumps. I do not have 30 bumps.
You don't have 30. How many do you have?
Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I messed something up too.
16.
Oh.
Because this is one of the ways to crochet rib. So you can see you get that ribbed effect.
I like how that looks.
It looks like it is my favorite crochet ribbing to do. I'm making the balloon sleeve cardigan by Crochet with Carrie.
Okay.
And I'm making it out of gifted Karen cake yarn and leftover Karen cake yarn that I have, and then I'm going to dye it.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So I'm gonna put it all together, weave in the ends, and then before I seam it up, I'm going to dye it, and then I'm going to seam it up. That way the pieces are smaller and they're easier to handle. So I'm gonna have five pieces for this particular pattern. You have 5 pieces and you seam them up, because Carrie does a lot of her crochet pieces is in chunks, and then you seam them together to create the garment, which makes it very approachable for beginners, because then there's no shaping. You're making a back, you're making 2 fronts, you're making sleeves, you sew it together.
Yeah.
So once I've got all my 5 pieces laid out, I will go and I will pick up some RIT dye.
Red tie? Yeah, what
Yeah,
color?
for the either charcoal or black, because like I would never knit myself a black cardigan, so I feel like
Mhm.
a black cardigan and with a big old balloon bell shaped sleeve, because it's a big old
Yeah.
balloon sleeve with a long cuff piece. I think that would look really good. I'd look good in my wardrobe. So
Then I think that's the perfect thing. If you're not going to knit black, then yeah, definitely dye it black.
yeah, because I certainly
Yeah.
can't see it. So
Oh, Susanna is here. Hey, Susanna.
hey, Susanna.
And Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Oh, Tammy's working on lace shawl chart 4 or 5. That is close to a finish too. Melanie says, oh, it's a yarn inspiration pattern, men's V-neck cable cardigan, knit in pieces and seamed. Well, that will be good. Emma's doing, oh, a birthday shawl. Oh, from her birthday box by Jimmy Beans. Well, that's exciting. Hi, Tracy. Tracy's struggling with with your new TV and internet service. Oh no.
There's always wrinkles to iron out.
Yes.
Oh,
I think we can all appreciate that.
we've all been there.
Oh, Melanie's also working on a crochet chair pads.
Nice. Oh, those would be
Well,
lovely.
with bed sheet yarn, like a rag rug.
Yeah.
That's
that'd be
awesome.
great.
Oh,
That'd
I
be really
love
good.
that.
Be really good.
Nikki's working on Find Your Fade and spinning a lot.
Yep.
So who else? Oh,
because like the Tour de Fleece is it over or just about over? Is it the whole month? I can never remember.
Is it all of July? Like all of July?
How long does the Tour de France run?
I have no idea.
It started on the 1st. I think it only runs to like the 18th or something.
So it's finished, but people are just still in
Spinning mode, maybe.
Yeah, just keep going.
I don't know for sure.
It was Susie. Did you say was it you that was spinning too? Oops, sorry.
That's loud. Ooh.
Sorry.
You didn't put your phone on silent.
Well, it's like it's always on silent, but I was waiting for a phone call earlier today. Anyways, yeah, so Tour de Fleece, is this still going on? Oh, Sherry, she's prepping for spinning tonight. Susanna said July 19th.
Okay,
so that was just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Hi, Anne.
I like spinning. I don't do it as much as I should probably, but I do enjoy it when I pick it up. Hello, Monster. Have you come to join me? Well, that's very kind of you.
Okay, so Melanie said, so the whole rug thing, she said it's tiring because the hook is so big, makes bigger movements.
Yes.
Yeah, I was noticing that too when I was using the really, really big, like a 25 millimeter needle. I could only do so many rounds or rows.
Yeah.
And it's tiring on your hands.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like Kevin's couch cushions aren't that big, or chair cushions aren't that big. Otherwise, oh man, what a project.
Oh no, Tracy said, so the whole internet things, they're not wrinkles, they're peaks and valleys. Yeah, so when it's good, and when it's bad. Well, you know what? I totally got behind on this project this week when I messed up my seat stitching. I was doing so good and I was on track. I should have had this whole scarf finished tonight, but I don't. I made that mistake and then I just set it aside and I didn't immediately fix it, which was not a good idea. I should have just pulled my needle out, and it's only like 24 stitches. It's not
that many.
No, it's no big deal. I just didn't do it right. And then every time I thought about it, it was like, oh yeah, I haven't fixed it yet. And then I went and I picked up something else. So this weekend I'll have to spend some extra time. So do you have any big plans for this coming weekend?
Well, it is the 20th anniversary of Icon this weekend, and I had hoped to go, but nobody is comfortable with me taking that level of risk, so I don't get to go.
Oh,
So, nope. Nope, my week is pretty open. I had to do the Patreon e-knitted with Diana, which that'll be fun and that'll be enjoyable. And
yeah,
then I don't know, probably just some gaming or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that could be all right.
It's not what I wanted to do, and I'm not happy with the people who made that decision for me. But
Oh,
here we are. Well, that's what's happened.
well, I know. And I don't know what, I mean, this summer's definitely been different than last summer. It's been, um, yeah, things are, oh, what did I do? Oh, that's what I
I
did.
was gonna say I'm not sure.
I'm like, I don't know. I gotta pull this whole row out and see what I did. I'm
Mm.
not sure if I have an extra stitch on here. Something keeps getting muddled up here and it
Oh
shouldn't.
no, that's
I
not
know.
good.
Net, girls nets. Oh, yep, right there.
I mean, we did the fire alarm testing for the building the other day, so there was some joy in that. I may have tweeted that my cat is way cooler in these sort of situations than puppies.
Oh,
I live in a pet-friendly building, so I like the pets in the building. I don't have a problem with puppies. I don't want to own one, but it doesn't mean I hate the things. So just not for me, right? But
yeah.
I do love pointing out the differences. Thunderstorms, dogs lose their ever-loving mind. Fire alarm guy, dogs lose their ever-loving mind. UPS delivery guys, dogs lose their ever-loving mind. My cat, the worst reaction she does is snorts, rolls over, and goes, "You woke me up. What are you doing?" Like that is
Yeah, that's
as
pretty much it, right?
many farts as she cares. But if there's a fly in this apartment, oh, it's on like Donkey Kong, and she will not stop till that thing is dead. It's just interesting to note the different things that cause these species to just lose their ever loving little brains over. And for
Yeah.
her, it's
Even
flies.
stuff, right?
They must
Well,
die with extreme prejudice. They are not allowed to be in this apartment. It's not acceptable.
well, that'll make it more comfortable for you that way.
Until she's balancing off the side of my head at night to get at it. Yep, it's great.
All right, you got it. Okay, I am back on track. I am back on track. Apparently, I cannot count to two.
Counting to two is the hardest thing you will ever do as a knitter.
Good heavens.
Count
All
to
right.
7 with an increase of 3 somewhere there, no problem. You'll never forget it. Count to 2, you'll mess it up every time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me try this again. I think I'm back on track. Maybe I just need to get in the mode here. I just need to practice. I can do this. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Autumn says Tour de Fleece finishes up on Sunday the 24th. And apparently they're also going to spin for Tour de France this year.
Tour de France is Tour de Fleece is what happens during Tour de France.
Okay.
So Tour de Fleece is a play on words of the Tour de France, which is the bicycle competition. Yeah.
Apparently they're also going to spin for the Tour de Okay.
They might be spinning for another tour.
Maybe.
The big one in France is the one that started on the
first. I missed a word.
Okay.
Tour de France Femme. So the women's then?
Oh, okay. So the women's, okay, yeah, which would be different than the men's.
Okay. All right. Oh, so then you can keep going. Is that so? Does it go like consecutively or I don't know? What are you gonna do? Do guys just keep spinning? Everybody seems to be still spinning. So I would say just keep going, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you hit a groove and you're enjoying it, keep doing it. Don't fall off the bandwagon. Don't fall off the bandwagon. Keep going. I have hit that time of year where apparently all I want to do is crochet. So I don't argue with it because
do what you like, right?
I enjoy this as much as I enjoy knitting. So
you can motivate people to pull at the crochet hook. And where? Oh, Susanna said, oh, she said that she would come and take you, but yeah, this year's not good for her. So she said, how about next year? There you go. Make plans for next year. Have something to look forward to.
I may have informed the person who would have taken me this year as I count to 7 here quietly in my head, that next year, should he state that he doesn't think it's a good risk for me to be taking, he better not be in any gaming groups at all. Because it's not fair. I know why he doesn't want to go. I know why there's worries about it. It is a big crowd. It is a big group. I am
Yeah.
in the high risk group, even though I'm vaccinated. But I got grumpy at him.
Well, I know it's kind of, well,
And I
you
get
would-
grumpy when people are like, yes, but you're at risk. I'm like, guess what? I'm gonna die anyway at some point, and it's gonna be one of you people that's probably gonna be the common cold, which you wouldn't have stayed home for anyway. So let me take the risks I'm comfortable taking.
yeah, I mean, I think that's what it comes down to, because I this past week, I have probably known more people who have tested positive this week than all of the
It's
2.5 years.
it's not a cold, it's not a flu. It is a lot worse, even if you're vaccinated. But that's it. I'm at the max. I've done the best I can to protect myself.
Yeah,
Now my options are stay isolated till I die, or go out and do stuff till I die. That's
Yeah.
that's it. That's where we're
That's-
sitting.
well, and I think that's where everybody is kind of at. And
Like,
yeah, you gotta just do the best you can.
but I
you gotta-
wore a mask. Yes, I would have been in a convention center with thousands of other people. I would have worn a mask. I would have worn a mask, guys. I would have
Well-
washed my hands. I would have been careful. I wouldn't have gone if I didn't feel well. Like there would have been,
Yeah,
yeah. But really,
I know.
really?
It's kind of, it's tricky right now. But maybe you will just have to do something else equally as fun. Or almost as fun. How's that? I know we were supposed to be at the cottage right now.
Yes.
And that did not happen because Eric was exposed, had an exposure, and then I did at work. So my parents were just like, yeah, no, we don't think we will. We don't want to be around you guys right now.
That's fine.
It's totally fair, right? Because
Yeah.
So, and that's okay, we've got, it would have been a real bummer, right? If it had been
Oh,
our
yeah.
one and only time to go on vacation in it, and and just bad luck happened. But it's a family cottage, so
You've got time to go later.
we can just go another time. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a bummer. Eric was pretty disappointed because he was really looking forward to it, but that's all right. We will go again. So it just changed up our week of vacation a little bit, but that's all right. So it gives me a little bit more knitting time.
I mean, there's really nothing wrong with more knitting time. Am I at 30 yet? Let's catch.
Now I did do some more dyeing, and I've got some yarn prep, so I'm going to do a little bit more dyeing.
Anytime you want to do more of that tropical punch and pineapple combo, you could just do me some of those and ship them
Wasn't that
to me. That'd be great. I loved that color so much.
I did
so
too.
cool.
I know, and I thought for sure that one was going to.
So did I.
I thought for sure. I was surprised when I actually counted the last votes on the Instagram stories. I was like, oh, really?
Yeah, because I was like, well, we voted with that.
watermelon
We
colorway.
voted for that humdrum pastel color last time. So like maybe we'll get the color punch this time for something different, right?
Yep.
Nope. No, we didn't.
See?
Okay.
I know people must be in the, that summer vibe, wanting summery colors. So I have to say though, I really do like this one, how it's knitting up. It is yellows and pinky oranges, or yellowy oranges, but I really like it.
I was planning out fall sweaters earlier today because Aaron from Fireweed Fiber Co. was over. So we were sitting around and deciding on things because I order, like I get, you can get sweater quantities, right? So like I don't like bugging her during the height of her travel festival season for that.
Right.
I like placing my orders in the dead of summer when I know the dyers are at home and it's easier for them to fit that into their schedule without being so jam packed, because they're not dying to leave or dying to come home and die, because like they die to leave for the festival. They come home from the festival, they have to immediately replace whatever stock they've sold. So like it's an intense amount of work, not to mention the actual festival itself, like the actual event itself.
Oh so, yeah, because that's pretty tiring.
It's pretty tiring. So like I cannot in good conscience do that to somebody who's like, Erin, it's a friend. I love her yarn, she's still my friend. So I was like, okay, these are things I want to cast on in the fall. And she's like, oh yeah, no, totally, we can do that up. She's like, do this and bring this over. So we were doing maths today. Oh, maths. Oh. And I was making lace charts for other patterns that I need to write up so I can get them prepped and ready to go. So we were working this afternoon while we ate bacon cheddar homemade bannock with daikon, pickled radish, and microgreens.
Oh,
we went to the farmer's market first. She's like, we got a work day. I'm like, yeah. She's like, to the farmer's market. I'm like, yeah, it sounds legit.
Sounds like a good plan. Mm-hmm. Oh, Susanna's working on a mitered square dishcloth. Oh, nice. I love working on those. Those are fun. Oh, and a shirt and a shawl.
Well, I mean, I was casting on this week, which I had no business doing, guys.
I saw that.
Business. Did you see that Monday cast on?
That was crochet, yeah.
Like I said, I'm just every once in a while, I'm like, nope, drop everything. All you want to do is crochet. That's what you're into right now. I'm like, okay, so why not?
What's everybody else into? Like right now, I am having a blast just dyeing yarn.
Oh yeah, like that's just your jam right now. That's so cool. Mm-hmm. I love living vicariously through your yarn dyeing experiences, because it doesn't pique my interest that way.
Yeah.
But I love watching other people. And I did we went to the Longway Homestead, which is a little small local farm that does their own natural dyeing, and sometimes she hosts yarn festival events.
Yeah.
We went out there last summer. Erin had a booth, and we have gone a couple of times. And one time that we went, you could bring a skein of yarn, or buy a skein of yarn, and you could indigo dye.
Oh yeah.
So we brought some of Erin's yarn out, and then we paid to do like the indigo dye and stuff. So I have technically dyed the yarn. Like I didn't prep the bath or anything. I didn't do any of the chemical prepping, but I did the bath, and then it had a rinse when it came home. So like I did the tail end of it. So
yeah. But then you got your feet wet there.
Yeah, I got to play with it without committing to it, which was great, because that's really the level I'm at. Yeah,
well, that's a good way to kind of play around a little, see if you kind of like it, if you want to do it more, because indigo's don't necessarily do that one. Well, I mean, you can do it if you're like set on it, but it is way more intense than most of them are. So
yes.
It's probably not a beginner one.
I keep looking at the solar dye and going, oh, that could be fun, but not enough to like get a giant clear jar and the ingredients needed to put it together.
Your jar doesn't have to be as big as the one that I have. You can put it in a smaller, like canning jar kind of thing, and have it.
All of my canning jars are in use. They hold dried goods. They hold food.
Food. Really?
They hold food. And when I'm done with the mason jars my sister has given me in the wintertime from the stuff she cans, they get cleaned, returned to my sister with a note on the top that says, I'm broken, fix me, and they come back full. So, like, I don't just randomly have spare jars floating around. Yeah.
Well,
so when the urge strikes at 7 a.m. and I think, oh, I could do that, I just don't have the stuff. Also, I don't actually have undyed yarn.
Technically, well, yeah, just so you're not really. But I was gonna say, if you just did Kool-Aid, you could use one of your mason jars.
Yeah.
And then just wash it out and use it for whatever again. But,
I would need the Kool-Aid and the yarn.
Yeah, you would just need too many supplies, so maybe it's just not worth it. He was just go get your dyed yarn from Erin. Okay, so let's see, Sally. Oh, what is, okay, so let's see. Nikki says, yeah, she hears you, Jocelyn. She's high risk too and can't be vaccinated, and neither can the little one. Yeah, so you have to limit where you go. So, yeah, just got to try and be as careful as you can, right? Hi, Catherine. Hi, Anne. Oh, Anne's finishing up a second sock. Another pair of finished socks. You guys are doing well here. Susie, yeah, Susie, you've done a lot of urine dyeing. Susie said she's enjoying urine dyeing. Oh, what is that? Caring for the yarn, the dyed yarn. So, oh, so what? Just like the rinsing part, you're not enjoying so much, Susie? Oh, okay. Good night, Melanie.
Nice.
She's gonna watch the second half later or tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because it's late for her, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Got to getting up early. Yeah, before the heat hits. Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Ugh. I'm very glad we're getting a break right now.
Yeah. Okay, so Susie's saying, yeah, she said, Jocelyn, she uses pint jars, 10 to 20 grams of yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Sam is here too. Oh,
Hi,
the
Sam.
caking. Gotcha, Susie. Yeah, I know the caking part is takes a little bit of time, doesn't it?
It can.
Yeah. So Sam, what are you working on tonight? Did you do any more weaving today?
See, weaving I'm interested in. I should probably take a look at learning some weaving techniques to see if I enjoy it.
Okay, I'm gonna keep an close eye on what I'm doing here.
For the seed stitch part?
Yeah, I've got re-knit up what I pulled out. So let's hope I don't have to pull anything else out. Just trying to be really careful where
I hope
watching what I'm doing. I had a little bit of a puddle of yarn sitting on the floor beside me, but it's all gone now. So I am back on track.
Well, puddle of yarn would be dangerous. My cat would play with that.
Yeah, Daisy doesn't. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
She's pretty good until you get to things that roll and piles of yarn barf, and then she gets very interested.
Tweaks her attention, eh?
Yes, it does. She was demonstrating last night. She was cool and ready to do stuff. Who is phoning me? I'm busy. Oh, it's my grandpa. I will have to call him back.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do some dyeing with my acid dyes this weekend. I think that's my plan.
Because you're not really an acid dye person. Like you didn't really do that when you dyed yarn.
No, I haven't used acid dyes like in a few years. I haven't. So those will be fun to pull them out, see what I've got, and play around with them a little bit. See what color creations I can come up with. Always fun. Might actually just set stuff up outside for that. I've got a camp stove cooktop kind of thing. So I might just take my table outside, set that up outside, put my pots outside and just let them do it outside, just so it won't heat up the house too much.
Given your guys' heat wave, that might be the better option.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I know I pulled yarn out. You leave it alone.
Oh no. You just talked about that, and here she is.
Oh yeah. She's watching it now. You can feel her moving her head on my foot.
Oh,
just leave that pile of yarn alone.
Oh, Sam says she might cast on the dishcloth this weekend. I say, do it, Sam, do it. Lisa says it's winter here in Australia. Oh my gosh. Right now, that actually kind of sounds kind of nice.
I'll be right over.
Oh, you set yourself a 2 week. Oh my goodness. She set herself a 2-week sweater challenge, Jocelyn. Yes.
You can do it.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Lisa, that's so exciting. She's halfway down the second sleeve on a 52-inch bust, extra 2-inch length, and on day 12 of the challenge.
You are
Look
doing great.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, Lisa, what a good way to, yeah, get rid of 2 weeks of winter, right?
Oh yeah.
That's fantastic. Oh, listen to this. Susie's ordered some acid dyes to make camel colored sock yarn for hubby.
Ooh.
Oh, Susie. Okay, so what did you get? How did you decide on your colors for camo? Like 2 shades of green, or a green and a beige, or something, a combination? Now I'm thinking about that. I mean, you see camo all the time, and now I'm thinking, okay, how many colors are actually in camo? Huh, that sounds super fun. Oh my gosh, Nikki says Marple was, quote, knitting the other day. She was holding 2 crayons like knitting needles and said, Mommy, I'm stitching like you. I'm knitting. Oh
That's
my
cute.
gosh.
That is super adorbs.
That is so sweet.
Super
Things
adorable.
to say. Oh, Susie asked, Nikki, did you take a picture? That sounds like a great memory. I know. The thing is, you probably, half the time you don't have your phone for like those the split second that you need it, right? Sometimes when I miss stuff like that, I like go grab my phone and then I'm like, okay, do that again. Backtrack. Let's rewind that. Hold those crayons again. Oh, Susie said yes. Okay, green, brown.
Which I mean is what you used to have to do when you had cameras and not phones. Like I remember having to pose as a kid doing something, and my grandma going, "Okay, wait, do it again so I can take a picture for your dad." Okay, so we post.
Yeah.
Stop! I need to take a photo. Okay.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Okay, so Lisa, you're gonna have to let us know, keep us updated. And a couple.
Yeah, because my brain just went camo, and you get that white, gray, black camo. Oh,
that's that's fun too.
I like that.
So yeah, so Lisa's gonna have to keep us updated on her sweater challenge.
Absolutely.
How far you get in 2 weeks, but really, I mean, you're gonna give or take a few days, right? You're gonna get a sweater done, which is amazing. And yeah, Susie, the acid dyeing. Ooh, so hopefully it'll come soon. Do you think you'll have it in time for the weekend? Well, I mean, this is already Thursday. Anyways, that'll be fun. I can't wait to see how that all turns out for you. Oh, Nikki
I'm excited for the photos.
Yeah. Nikki says her other kids were knitting at Marvel's age. That's awesome. Okay, not changing stitches. Gotta try and keep track here. What am I doing? Yeah, I think he says because of her CP, she struggles holding things, but I think she will be a knitter also. Well, there you go. That would be, I think she would love that, right? To be able to do the same thing that mom does. Until she gets too old, and then that's not cool anymore.
Hey, I made fun of my mom the other day because she's become that grandparent, like with my father.
Yeah.
They're the super organized, overly guarded, decorated front yard people. And my mom, for years, my mom's like, I'm never gonna be that person. I'm never gonna be that person. Why would I spend this much time doing this thing, right? Yeah, she's totally that person. I'm like, so what's dad working on for you today? She's like, well, he's out fishing today. I'm like, okay, but I have him working on a fairy house. Right. To go with the mushrooms, you had it made for your front yard. To go with the wooden flowers, you made for your front yard. She's like, yeah. I'm like, on top of the white rock, red rock, flower patterning display things you had me and Erin help you do. She's like, yeah. I'm like, with your pots of flower in the garden in the back. She's like, yeah. I'm like, you know, you are that couple, right? She's like, yeah.
Sometimes it's
that couple, right?
To be, you just can't get away from it.
We're aware of this, yes? She's like, yes. I'm like, okay, just so long as you know, that's the important part.
Oh, Nikki said that her 16-year-old still knits and crochets. That's exciting. That's nice. Yeah, my daughter doesn't. She can. She knows how to knit, but she doesn't. So, oh well. Oh, Sam's asking, where can I find rusty brown dye? Well, if you're looking for rich, I mean, there's brown, there's shades of brown. So there's it's out there for rich. If you're, are you gonna dye cotton, Sam? Yeah, I would try Michael's, or does Lens Mills have it? Lens Mills probably does. I can't remember. I'm sure they probably do.
I did make a bit of progress on my ribbing for my cast on Monday.
You did.
But this is a much smaller hook on DK yarn, so this is a 3.75 millimeter hook that I'm doing this in, and it's the ribbing for the bottom of a crop top, because I made a bralette last year that I really liked, that I wore during like the, oh my word, what is this unmitigated hellscape I currently have to call a living space. I hate summer, guys. I hate it. Just, I'm not a fan. So I was like, well, maybe I'll take a look at those crop tops, be good PJ tops. So I'm making one of those. The first step is to make this much ribbing to go all the way around your rib cage underneath your chest.
Yep.
So I'm like, cool. This is not enough to go all the way around my rib cage. So I have more ribbing to do.
You might have to do a little bit more.
I might have to do just a touch more, but I can't do it too much because they're very small stitches, so they're hard to see. But I've been on a crochet kick.
Well, I think that's exciting.
I finished the back panel. Oops, this is a different back panel. I finished the back panel of the balloon cardigan, so that's done.
Oh, I like that.
So this is done. And the front, well, the core of the cardigan itself isn't very difficult. It's a nice basic cardigan.
Yeah.
I made it nice and long, so it's 30 inches, by the way, to get under the posterior for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot, guys.
That's a chunk.
That's a chunk. And I'm holding DK double, so like this will be great yardage for Stash Dash. But the front and back panels are really quite easy, and the interesting part is in the sleeves, in the making the bell shape of the sleeves. Okay, so I'm very intrigued to do that one. But I mean, it's a crochet kick, so like I finished the back of my Summer Louise cardi too. So.
Oh, that is pretty.
And this one again is another one that's getting dyed when it's done. So I'm going to do all the pieces, dye it, block the ever-loving snot out of it, and then sew it together.
Okay. All right.
So that I can use up scrap cotton for it.
I'm excited to see how that's going to come out.
This requires just a bit of thought because there's a pattern to it. Just a smidge.
Okay, that'll be fun.
So much cotton, so much crochet this week. So much cat. Why are you over both of my feet? Okay, cool.
Because it's hot and I might as well just add more heat to you.
Yeah, it helps me out a ton. Thanks, Kat.
You know, I was trying to explain to Daisy why she should not like stretch right out on me, you know.
Yes.
Like, and like, yeah, no, really not a good time for that. Oh, Sally asked, did I cast on anything with my Monday yarn? Yes, I did. I cast on another scarf.
You are all about the scarves right now.
I know. I am. I really want to get back into socks. Got to get that back in the rotation here.
In the rotation?
Yeah. Hi, Audrey. Because one of them is for our check-in in 2 weeks.
Yes. Oh yeah. Is that really that close? Oh jeez.
It is, and it is going to be August. I can't believe.
It's my mom's birthday month.
Time is just zooming by.
It's my mom's birthday month.
Birthday months are good.
It'll be time to book the appointments to go to the U-Pick farms. That'll be what time it is.
That'll be good.
There's teenagers home this summer, so I was like, good, you're gonna go help your aunt pick veggies at U-Pick farms and stuff. She's like, does it have to be veggies? I'm like, well, since I'm gonna make a special trip just for fruit, just for your crazy butt. She's like, okay then. So you have to come help me pick the veggies. Not just paying to take you so you could eat strawberries all day. You have to actually do some work.
Oh, Audrey's crocheting too. She's working a
Woohoo!
crocheted cardigan. Oh, she's making squares.
Ooh,
Fantastic.
yeah, there's squares. There's crochet's just got so much stuff going on with it right now. I'm really excited by the
Okay.
resurgence in it.
So Emma, now I have to ask. So Emma says she needs to go and get her cat some more iced water. She says, don't ask. I didn't start the thing.
But now we gotta know.
But now we got to know iced water. Okay, yeah, who started it? Because that was maybe not a good thing. If you know, I have to keep up with it. Iced water. Yeah, I'm not going to start that with Daisy.
No.
But ice water, I'm sure they would maybe like some like super cold water right now. Oh, and Susie's given Sam some dye tips. She said, I dyed cotton yarn with grit dye last year. I did one ball, a peaches and cream with fuchsia and orange. That made a nice gradient. That would be pretty colors. Yeah. There you go, Sue. Yeah, Sam, why do you want brown?
Well, you sound so disappointed. Listen, some of us like brown, okay?
Well,
As a person who likes brown.
I actually really like brown too, because you know it kind of goes with my yellow, orange, green, brown. I like brown.
Called out by that comment.
I know I can say that because I know Sam. Sam and I are good friends, so I can say that to her.
Well,
Yeah, I know, Sam. Why are you just going with brown? And yeah, I mean I like brown, but yeah, maybe you should think orange and fuchsia. Go bright, fun. You know, purple, pink. I don't anything.
blue.
Yeah,
we could do some blue.
why? Oh, maybe she's thinking Halloween though, because Sam loves her and her family like are super huge into Halloween.
Sweet, so much.
Yeah. So maybe I know she's always kind of looking for browns and dark colors. So maybe she's thinking fall stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't
look. It's end of the yarn ball nonsense.
Ooh, but tangles are not good, but the end of the ball is good. Okay, maybe I need to move my stitch marker up. Maybe it's down too far.
That won't help you any.
Come on, I'm looking for a reason here that want to make it as easy as possible, because when I first started, I didn't have a stitch marker on because I was just like, oh, I don't need one of those. And I was using my yarn tail, depending on which side it was on, I knew where I was.
But these raised eyebrows of incredulity going on here. You need a stitch marker.
But then as my work got longer, it was like a big process to like haul my work up and go all the way down to the bottom and see where my cast on tail was. So I thought, okay, I need to put a stitch marker on. But then as soon as I put a stitch marker on, I messed it up. So now I'm going to move it up though. Maybe that was, I don't know. I was just not paying attention. I mean, really, that's all it was to that. But anyways, okay. Oh, Emma's saying, okay. Oh, her late husband gave her a glass of water. She refused it and only drank if it had ice cubes in it. So now she only drinks warm water from a glass with ice cubes.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, sounds like a kitty, doesn't it? Princess.
Yeah. Like this one here, who's got some peculiar habits. I'm not responsible for all of them. I'm responsible for most of them, just not all of them.
Oh, and I was absolutely correct. Sam says she needs it for Halloween dishcloths for her sister.
That's fair.
All right.
If you're a Halloween person, you'll get geared up for that time of year already.
Well, I mean, really, right? I mean, it's August, and then
we're there.
September rolls around.
We're there.
It's time to start switching out your summer plants for pumpkins and corn stalks, and
sure is.
Yeah.
As a person who's super enthused for September to roll around.
It's coming. Oh yeah, let's not rush it too much.
Bring on September.
No, I still want summer to stick around. I want to go to the beach some more.
Nobody takes me to the beach, so I don't really care.
Oh, see, if I lived closer, I would pick you up and we could go to the beach all the time.
I like the beach. I like water.
Yeah.
You pull from the middle. Oh, wonderful. Pull from the middle. It's much easier to deal with these larger cake balls if you can pull from the middle. Because I'm using up scrap, it doesn't have to match because I'm dyeing it when I'm done.
That's another good point.
Oh,
Oh, so I've got a question. So you guys who are finishing up socks, are they full-length socks or are they summer shorty socks? Not that it matters. I mean, a finish is a finish. It's all great. I'm just curious to see if people are doing shorty socks for summer. Oh, let's see. Oh, Sally said, oh, Sally's going to start a new pair of socks soon with Christmas yarn. I went into Knit Stitch yesterday, and as soon as I walked in, I think I said hello first. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't
may have used my manners then.
Or I may have forgotten them because I got so excited that I saw Christmas yarn sitting on her counter. So I know I walked in and I'm sure I said hello before I blurted out, is that Christmas yarn? Christmas sock yarn. That's orange. And I was in a yarn shop, another yarn shop today, and I was looking because I got all excited because there was all pretty ball of yarn, you know, and I'm like scanning all the sock yarn. I'm like, ooh, could that be Christmas? Because it looked like it had some red and green. But then when I pulled it out, it had some bright blue in it. And I was like, oh, I don't think so.
Really, for someone who doesn't want summer to end, very eager for a particular holiday colorway set.
Okay, so then do you want to guess what movie I was watching? Was that last night or the night before?
I'm going to go with Hallmark Christmas movie.
Christmas in July. Yes, on my vacation. I know. And you know, and typically I don't do that because I like Christmas to be Christmas, right? I don't want it, as much as I love it, I wouldn't want it to be like your kids and it loses its special
charm. It's a feel.
So, and there were some really fun Christmas movies that I really liked, but I thought, no, I'm not going to watch them now because then I won't be as super excited for them when November, December comes. So
no.
So, which makes total sense, right? I didn't watch the ones that I really wanted to watch.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes some kind of like logic in there, right? I have to save those. I have to save those for November 1st.
We just finished listening to a book this week. I've polished up 2 books already this week. One of them was a re-listen, but it's a nonfiction book. It's Humans, a brief history of how we F it all up.
Oh gosh.
And it is amazingly sarcastic and super dry British humor, and it has all of the beautiful points where it's like, nope, that was a bad idea. And this is how it was a bad idea. And
hindsight's 2020.
So beautiful. And he's like, and talks about the complexities, like in history, it's this kind, you know, you're just talking about it and you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't abbreviate things down because there's just so much going on, and it's you can't abbreviate it because you can't abbreviate it and do it any sort of justice. And he goes, but colonization was bad, just full on. And then he just immediately countered. So because it's meant to be like a satire kind of sarcastic comedy thing. So it's meant to poke fun at humanity, to remind us that we are not what we think we are. We do every once in a while. Just scale back our hubris a little. Just a touch. And that's not what I'm not talking big. I'm talking us everyday folk. We just need to just scale that back a touch. Scale that back a touch. So good. So good. So good.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're liking it. So Sally, I want to know what sock yarn Sally's using.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And Sally's, no, Susie says you used to have a cat that would jump up to the ice maker and would drop ice on the floor to chase. Oh my goodness.
My brain just went chase ice cubes. Yeah. Or had a cat who does that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Not this one. She doesn't like it when her feet are cold.
That's too funny, eh? Oh my gosh, I love
But I
all
had
the
a cat that
personalities.
chased ice. Yep.
Oh, Susie, you're absolutely right. Brown and rust orange. Yeah, very pretty colors. Very pretty.
Motorbike.
Oh,
Apparently
yeah.
there was some gas station drama we missed, guys.
Oh, really?
There was some yelling going over at the gas station.
Oh, dear.
I live next door to a gas station. I get all of the gas station drama, and it can be quite intense. And like any healthy, nosy person, I'm right at my window watching.
Well,
You're gonna yell loud enough I can hear your whole conversation. I'm eavesdropping.
yeah, I
It's not a
mean,
private space. Come on.
it was right out your window. What can you do?
It's not a private space. If you want it to be private, take it to your own private space.
Fair enough.
And then don't get loud enough your neighbors can hear you.
That's right. Sally socks. Okay, so they're not shorty socks. She says she makes them 5 inches from top, top to cuff and then cuff to heel. Is that right? Cuff? No, wait, cuff to heel. Wait a second. Oh, top to cuff to heel. Okay, yes, 5 inches from top of cuff. Oh my gosh, I can read.
Are you sure? Because I'm beginning to doubt it at this point.
Can blame it on the heat. Can we blame it on the heat?
Yes.
I get that now.
Summer, we call it summer brain.
To top of like heel flap or wherever you do the heel. The leg is 5 inches. That's the
just a fact.
Okay, we're moving on. Oh, Sam, you didn't go to knitting today. Okay. Oh, hey, Alice, how are you?
Ooh.
I am doing great. I'm on vacation.
Yeah, vacation's always nice.
Wonderful.
Ma'am, we've talked about this. Your tongue is rough. I don't like it when it licks my foot.
Sally, this pair I just finished is Desert Vista Dye Works. Oh, that's nice.
See, I want to try their yarn. I like some of their colorways, but I don't like enough of their colorways to justify the shipping. I like to do an order, and I'd have to make a big enough order to justify the shipping from the States. Because it's gnarly to ship from the States.
Oh, but she said the blue bled a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean that can happen with any yarn. Yeah.
Usually it's reds. Reds are the ones that are tricky, I find. Oh, but she says she prefers Knit Picks, the Felici. Yeah, the self-striping stuff, right?
Yeah. I tried the Knit Picks Felici. It's not bad. It's good yarn. Now an ambulance. There's just so much activity going on with me today. It's not even that hot.
It's busy out your window.
It's always busy out my window.
Yeah.
I live near busy streets in downtown area, so.
Yeah. That kind of goes with it, doesn't it?
I like it. Feels a little zombie apocalypse in the suburbs. Not a fan. Or like Pod People movie, because everybody goes out and mows their lawn to the same height, and they all have the same. It's very, very Pod People Takeover movie-esque. Or like zombie apocalypse with like raving hordes of teenager gangs. Like the suburbs are not for me. The suburbs are not for me. It's not my cup of tea.
Oh, so Alice said, so the Felici. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to say the Knit Picks yarn.
There you go.
The self-striping Knit Picks yarn can go in the dryer. Oh, so you did put it in accidentally, but it was fine. Oh, Susanna says, Jocelyn, you should set up a webcam.
I really should. Well, there was an Instagram reel that was going around. It was for all the people that watch my reels. Do you want anything from the gas station? People were like getting out near the gas station, and I just wanted to do it and then just pan out my window. Yeah, for all those 4 followers that follow me on Instagram, y'all want something from the gas station?
That's right. You could be the daily happenings from Jocelyn's window.
Sometimes, guys,
Yeah.
sometimes there is a lot of personal drama that goes on, and my brain just goes, public space, public space. Are you sure you want to air that piece of news out where anybody can hear it?
Hi,
Okay.
Nancy. Oh, so Sally said, yeah, it was all good. So that's good. So it
Oh,
can
good.
go in the. Oh,
Well, I didn't see why
no.
not. Did you do it again?
Well, I have one stitch left over at the end, and that is not supposed to happen.
Nope.
Oh, there it is. 3 pearls in a row. Back I go.
It's hard to count to 2.
I must have been, that was me trying to say Felici.
Felici.
Felici? Okay, yes. So anyways, okay, so Susie said she wants to try Felici. She said she's tried Hawthorn and Stroll. I've had some Stroll. I've knit with Stroll.
I've tried Felici, and their Wool of the Andes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I've tried those 2.
And
and their acrylic Brava.
oh, yeah, I've never tried that.
Very silky. Like,
Is it?
Very silky.
Nice. Oh, one more. Keep going. I don't knit with a ton of knit picks yarn, but I have a bit of it. I do have a pair of Felici socks started. They're really pretty. It looks like a sunset colors, yellow, orange, rusty colors.
Nice.
That someone gifted me, which is really nice. So I'll have to really pull those out and work on those. Okay, yeah. All right, back on track. Back on track. Yeah.
Why did I agree to 4 projects this month? Because I'm crazy, that's why.
Well, yeah, because of a stash dash. So you had to like really.
I wasn't wrong. I really do.
Keep going. Oh, Nancy says that she really likes the shawl you designed, Jocelyn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get it out the next couple of days if I can. It's just photos that need to be done. And I didn't do them today, and yesterday wasn't good weather. So hopefully tomorrow's decent weather and I can just sort of pop out and go get photos done.
I almost said a bad word.
Louise. This is not gaming after dark.
Hold on. All right. There it is. For the love of goodness.
For the love of goodness. For all that's holy in South Africa.
Or any other 4-letter words you want to add in there.
Like, holy mother forking shirt balls.
Pretty much. That's like, okay. Pearl. Okay. I'm back on track. I think. Good. Oh my God.
Double check before you go too far.
Thank goodness.
It's why I picked the half double crochet basic sweater rather than the front panel of the pattern sweater. I'm like, nope, don't do it. Don't do it.
Anything else that
there is no way you don't have another project floating around that it could be simple.
No. But no, that's the problem. This is the simplest one.
You're telling me you do not have anywhere in your collection of things a vanilla sock? Yeah, that's what I thought. I am not buying this malarkey you are selling me.
It has to be a project that's within arm's reach, that I know where it is, that I haven't stolen the needles out of it. There's a lot of things that I know. I had to go buy new needles yesterday.
Well, I mean, that makes sense to me because that's just the thing that you have to do every once in a while.
Well, yeah, I know, when you don't finish anything very quickly.
that does not help any. That does not help any.
One of these days when I totally go through all my stash again, and I either finish something or rip something out and reclaim all these needles, I am going to have a massive box for all the needles that I get back. And then I'm going to look at them and I'm going to be just like shake my head and think, oh my gosh, why did I just keep going and buying more needles? But
I need to like talk to your daughter or something somehow sneakily and go, okay, so when I fly in to visit Diana, you have to come let me into your mom's house. Well, she's at work one day, so when she comes home, she just finds stacks of project bags sorted by project type all over her couch, and me sitting in the corner, crocheting quietly, going, "We're gonna sort this. I'm over this. This needs to be dealt with. You are causing me anxiety."
It'll be an intervention.
This is your yarn intervention. You don't have to get rid of the yarn, but you have to deal with the number of projects on your plate. It's too much.
Okay, now you're scaring me. I'm gonna do better. Now just the thought of having Jocelyn sitting in my living room when I come home.
Listen, I've had to do it for other people. It's like you can have a lot of projects. Like I have upwards of 20 projects on the go at any one point in time. And there are different categories. There are long-term projects. Those are like the scrappy blankets, the things that you add to as it's the right time of year to do so. Yeah. There's like short-term projects, which really sort of covers everything else. It covers your sweaters, your cardigans, your shawls, and then you got your quickies, your hats, your mittens, your cowls, your weekend and done sort of projects. So to have a variety of them and to have several in each category makes so much sense to me, because you need the basics and you need some patterns, and you're going to want to have different things on the go because you might not be a monogamous knitter. It would make no sense for you to have fewer than 10 projects. Make no sense whatsoever. No. But you probably shouldn't have like 50. Like 50 might be excessive.
I think that's excessive. You may be right.
I think somewhere between like 10 and like 30 is probably a good place to sit, because then you got varieties and options.
Yes.
But you don't have to go buy needles every week.
Yeah, you're right. That's the tipping point.
Yeah.
When you have to buy more needles, you need to look.
You can look at projects that you've had for more than 2 years. It's a very generous time frame. If you still have something on your needles or your hook after 2 years, and it is not a blanket, you will not finish it. Rip it out and either reclaim that yarn.
Yes.
Or let that yarn go, because it's either the yarn or the pattern, and you may have loved it when you started it, that doesn't suit you anymore, because we change over time. So like the Jocelyn 2 years ago wouldn't wear all the things that Jocelyn now wears. The Jocelyn now doesn't wear all the things Jocelyn 2 years ago wore. Do I still wear a lot of it? Yeah, there's still a lot of crossover, but I don't wear all of it. Other things I wanted to work on 2 years ago, I don't necessarily want to work on now.
Yeah, then that's a pull it out.
Pull it out, reclaim the yarn, or let the yarn go. If the yarn was giving you grief, there's nothing wrong with the yarn. It just means it's not for you.
Okay, I have a tangled mess.
Uh-oh.
So I saw in the comments here.
But I'm just as ruthless with personal things. Like I'm just as ruthless with all sorts of physical collecting in houses. Things get defined spaces and they don't escape those spaces. What did you do?
You guys see this?
What did you do?
I just picked it up because I saw Nikki's comment. She's like, even heel sock. And I'm like, oh yeah. And
that's very good.
Sitting right here, except.
Oh, is that the one where you pull it out and it's a sock and it's always, somehow I always manage to twist my socks? No. So like I can put my sock and my sock yarn down, like just down. Walk away and come back and pick it up, and it's all sorts of weird.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what
I have no idea how
did I do with this?
So it's just, I am the scariest thing for people who collect stuff. I'm the scariest human to know, because I walk in and I go, yeah, I only need like half of this, right? You still express you have a collection without it being, there's nowhere to sit. Do I still have some books? Yeah, I still have some books. I can't read physical books. I haven't read physical books in years. I no longer have 6 bookcases worth of books. I have 1.
Yes. Well, see, and that's a good way. Oh, look at this. I got it all. That looked really tangled, but it wasn't
just
that
super quick. And it's hard to let go of things. I know I've been looking at some projects where I'm like, I love the shawl pattern. Like I love the pattern, but I'm not going to pick this up. I know I'm not going to pick this up.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter that I like the yarn and I like the pattern and I like how it's coming together. I just won't do it.
Could you like the yarn in something else though, right?
That becomes the question, no? Like,
Yes.
can I reclaim this yarn, put it back in my stash, and wait to see if something else pops up for it? And like know that I have the pattern, and oh no, I help support somebody doing their like living their dreams. That's okay, cool. That's still way better than buying something from a box store and never using it. No guilt over buying yarn, like buying indie patterns and stuff, and maybe not using that yarn, but enjoying the pattern the time I purchased it, enjoying the yarn the time I purchased it. Totally,
Yeah.
yes, totally cool. And just moving on and letting that project bank, letting those needles, and let that become something else. And I'm sitting on a couple projects right now where I'm like, I gotta be honest, I'm probably not gonna go back to them. So I need to let them go. I need to let them go.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that's it. I think I would be more able to do that if I knew I had something lined up to use the yarn with.
It's hard when you don't know what you're going to use the yarn for again.
Yeah. And I think if I didn't have something else planned, then I would be like, oh, well, yeah, maybe I'll do it. Maybe, yeah, but I think if I knew that there was something specific.
And maybe one day I'll do my dishes before I go to bed. That's never going to happen. I'm always going to have dishes to do in the morning. I know this about myself. It's hard because you put time into that project, right? Like you're like, there's time and there's effort. Oh, it's so hard.
But then I think you just have to look at it as knitting. You got the joy of knitting it.
Yeah.
And then you just pull it out and then you get the joy of doing it all again for something that you will actually wear.
And sometimes when you're really angry, it's very satisfying to rip a project out. Feel very accomplished to just pull those needles out, pull that project out, re-skate up that yarn, put it away, and then you think to yourself, oh, yes, there's something off my plate. Done.
Yeah. Oh, what did I see here? Okay, Sally said she struggles to tell the difference in Stroll and Hawthorne. Ooh. I'll pay more attention on my next round of socks. Yeah, so is it?
There might not be that much difference once it's knit up.
I can't help you there. Does anybody else know?
I've never knit with either of those, so I'm not sure.
So, Sally, you're doing even heel socks tonight too. Exciting. Oh yeah. And so Alice just asked if anybody was going to the Manitoba Fiber Festival.
I am.
You're going?
And I will have a wild Diana with me. We've made plans to make it a girls' weekend. So she's crashed on my couch like she's a college student, and we're making a weekend of it. So
oh my gosh.
Really?
What?
Come on outside.
When is it in September?
8th, 9th. I think it's the first full weekend in September. Yeah.
It's the same weekend then as Kitchener.
I think so. Possibly.
Well, that's too bad.
Check the dates.
Yeah,
Let's check dates.
Pretty sure it is. My
phone would like me to know that we're live. My grandpa called. There's a couple missed Instagram messages. Guys.
Yeah. So Alice says September 9th and 10th.
Thank you. Yeah, there'll be
days.
Yeah, it's a Friday, Saturday. So they do a Friday and then a full Saturday. So you have your Sunday off.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah. So
it's just one day. It's just a Saturday.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, it's very exciting because it's gonna be the three of us, me, her, and Aaron. At the Fireweed Fabric Co booth, and then that's for Manitoba. It's the big festival. So I was very excited. I kept bugging her. I was like, "Come visit, come visit, come visit, come visit." Just you and me weekend. Let's just do yarny, girly things all weekend. Let's go shopping and eat out, buy yarn, and have late nights knitting. Like let's do that because it's something we've never done. Because as friends, we've always been friends with partners. So like we always had boyfriend, girlfriend things and things with the four of us together. But me and Diana don't spend a ton of time where it's just us unless we're podcast work.
Yeah.
Really. So
well then you definitely need to do that. What a great weekend that will be for sure.
So they're just trying to figure out what dates Mr. Diana's going to come down for sure, because if he's going to come down like the next week and then they're going to spend family time and stuff, there's no point in her flying back. She could just work here from the couch
Right,
if she
so-
wants to, or like go hang out with her mom for a week. Like, so
Yeah.
they have to figure out what's happening afterwards. So
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have her with me at the Edmonton Fiber Frolic in November too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
We're both
Oh,
gonna do that.
Cheryl's here. Good
Hi,
night,
Cheryl.
Susie. Susie
Good
might
night,
have
Susie.
already have left. She's got to get up
Oh.
early for work.
Yeah,
That
I know that
thing.
feeling. That.
Yeah. Somebody says, Cheryl's hi, Cheryl. Sue. Oh, okay. Wait. Somebody asked, do I really have that many whips? Yeah.
And I
I
mean,
do.
I have nearly 20, if not just over 20. Like, I'm sitting on a
Yeah.
lot of whips.
I've got how many? I've started. Oh yeah, definitely. If I really counted them all, there's like, yeah, probably 16 plus. Because I've started what 50 some odd things already this year. But I have finished.
52 weeks, 52 weeks in a year, or 52 weeks in a year. So you're already over 25 things just on New Start Mondays, not also what you're just inspired to cast on, right?
Yeah.
And it's so hard
Thank you.
not to cast on when new stuff shows up. Like, I got yarn today and my brain's like, I can't, because I don't have the mental space to add 22 more projects to my list. So it's gotta wait till I get some stuff off. Also, we're less than 2 weeks from a check-in.
I know. This we need to now focus into actual finding them.
God, you guys.
Doing a little work on them and maybe getting something finished. But we'll
I need more than a something finished. I need a lot of finishes.
All right. Well then, like, no sleep for you for 2 weeks.
We check in. How'd it go? Well, I finished the balloon suit cardigan, but I'm not sure I want to talk about the rest, guys. Let's distract you with other stuff.
We have 2 whole weeks, so we can.
That really is not going to take any time to fly by.
We can. I know it's not, but don't think about it like that. Think about it that we can do anything.
Don't think about it logically. Okay, cool.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Slide my rose-colored glasses on. I've got time. There's 2 weeks. Yeah.
2 whole weeks. 2 whole weeks, and there's a long weekend in there, which
doesn't do a thing for me.
I know it doesn't for you, but you need. But maybe you just need to change that mindset thinking and think, oh, a long weekend. That's just like giving you like so much more knitting time.
It really doesn't when you stop and think about it.
I know, but see that no, you don't think.
Oh, so that's the trick. That's the trick. Okay, I get you. The trick is no thinking.
No. Yeah, no, yeah, don't think.
Got it. Disengage my brain. That is a really big ask. Like, that's a really big ask.
Hi, Eva. How are you? How are things in your neck of the world?
Absolutely.
What's Sally? Oh, Sally got her Cheryl bag today.
Oh, lovely. Cheryl makes some really pretty bags.
Oh my gosh, she makes the best bags.
So pretty. So pretty.
Yes. I know. I was using my bag again today. Do I have any other weird stuff in here today? I don't think so.
I mean, it's entirely feasible.
I know, but no, I don't think. Just no normal weird stuff. Yeah. Nope.
Just normal weird stuff.
Just normal weird stuff. I still have a tripod in there. So. Yes, I know. It's like, what things can you keep in a Cheryl bag? Oh my goodness. Okay, so what else is everybody saying? Nancy said hello. Nancy, what are you working on? Oh, what is this best idea ever? What did I miss? Best idea I ever had. What was that, Emma? Did I miss a comment? Oh, Emma said, I used a cart from Michael's to store. What? Okay. How did you get a cart from Michael's? Is my first question. So I used a cart. Oh, no, you don't. So like that, a shopping cart. You mean like a cart, like a storage unit thing, right? With drawers. I'm thinking, I like picturing a shopping cart. I'm like, what are you doing with a shopping cart?
That'd be
Okay.
a weird thing for, like, it would stand out. Like, it's a choice. It's a design choice to put that into your private space. Like, if that's your choice. Okay. Really, ambulances today, you are heavy on the ambulance.
Oh. So see, there you go. So you know you are a serious Michael shopper when you actually have their shopping cart.
That is brand loyalty, to which I will.
That is, isn't it? If you have that
I
right
will
in
bow
your
down.
room.
I have not drank the Michael's Kool-Aid that hard. I like them, but not that much.
Okay, let me finish.
Not
Okay,
much.
so she has a storage cart. It must be a storage cart.
cart.
Then you get
Okay.
drawers, right?
Yeah.
From Michael's to store all of her whips, and another that stores all her knitting needles and things that are essential. Oh, so you're just organized, which is a very, very good idea. Okay, yes. So which of the carts do you have? Because I look at them all the time. And I've got one of the metal ones that's like not a drawer one. It's on the it has wheels, and I just have a whole bunch of stuff like shoved in there. It's terrible. But I love
I have a dad.
Yeah.
He just makes things for me because he's a carpenter. I don't have a Michael's. I have a daddy.
Yes, yes. Okay, let me see here.
Oh, Lord, who is not going to be happy when I tell him I need to make changes in the office. Again, he's going to get so grumpy with me. If I am left alone too long, I change my environment. Like, I start sweeping and then a whole room layout changes. This is the danger. Though my new kettle came in this week and it works great.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'm very happy. I went stovetop this time.
Oh.
I've never had a stovetop kettle, so I was very excited to try.
Well, you gotta have something like that. Gotta be excited for things. Sally says she can only have 3 whips or I get overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, everyone's got a number. You just need to find what your number is.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, and I don't think I've hit mine yet.
I'm not sure that's a good thing. No.
Probably not. Good for the yarn stores.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
Nancy is very observant here, and yeah, Nancy, I'd say you're right. She says it looks like you're a left-handed crocheter.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm left-handed knitter, left-handed crocheter, left-hand dominant all the way. I struggle to do anything with my right hand. I cut things with my right hand because scissors are a nuisance, and my family's all right-handed but me. So we only had right-handed scissors in the house. So I either had to hurt my hand or cut with my right hand.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm the same way, right? Like I'm left-handed.
I am left-handed.
Yep. And being left-handed, I know it's a
thing.
It's a struggle.
It's a thing. I have
you got to learn to live in a right-handed world.
A person who never uses coasters has a coaster that says some people, what is it? Some people are born right-handed, other people are born gifted.
I like that.
I think my grandma bought it for me as a reference to my left-handedness.
Yes.
But like my mom bought a little message plate that sits on my bookcase. It says, "I cannot be held responsible for what my face does while you're talking to me."
Yes.
Which is also accurate. I also resemble that statement. Sometimes. But yeah, no, I'm a left-handed crocheter and I'm a left-handed knitter. So I do everything backwards.
Yeah. Well.
Which is why I think if I do garments, I may only ever do garments where we only ever see the finished photos of my work, but all of the in-progress photos come from my testers.
Okay, yes.
Because my knitting in the round is inside out and backwards.
Yeah.
Because I simply follow the instructions and do them with my left hand.
Yes.
I make absolutely no alterations to anything whatsoever. So when you look at charts and knit charts, it's fine if there's no directionality into the image. But say like in the 8-bit, my Mega Man, my Pac-Man, like my shooting all of my direction stuff is the reverse of Diana's because I'm inside out and backwards. But I did not flip my chart. Now I could, the stupid simple thing. It's just work the chart the other way. And then the chart's facing the same direction. So instead of going from right to left, I go left to right, right?
Correct.
Just flip how I'm reading the chart and then essentially do the exact same thing. But I mean, it's the same with like on my Ursino, which is how it ended up being the secret project. One of the secret projects this month is because I simply didn't sit there for 30 seconds and go, wait a minute, you're inside out and backwards. So instead of doing the purl on these 3 special stitches, you need to be doing the knit on these special stitches because it's going to look wrong.
Right.
If you don't flip it.
Right.
And I didn't flip it. So that's why I had to rip back. That's where we got to where with that. But yeah, no, I'm a left-handed crocheter. Which makes life interesting when you watch right-handed crochet tutorials all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I ever watch a left-handed one? Absolutely never. I only watch right-handed crochet tutorials. I'm a left-handed crocheter. I've never watched a left-handed one. Ever.
Well, because your brain probably automatically
just flips it.
You just see what you need to see, right?
Yeah, I just flip it.
Ooh, so Alice says that you guys maybe should have a meetup.
I've thought about it, and we're not. The weird thing about meetups is I'm never entirely sure how it goes about being done. And I super don't want to step on the toes of the purpose of the Manitoba Fiber Festival, which is for indie yarn dyers to sell their yarn. Like that, the focus should be on them and their products and their work.
Well, don't do it as a big formal thing, but even just say, just a few of you, like, if you're going.
And I mean, and we always tell people, if you see us in the wild, stop us. Stop us. You see me at the wild walking past the ledge grounds, like holler my name. Don't wave. I won't see you. Holler my name. Come over and say hi. Like, absolutely, please stop us in person. We're delighted to stop and chat with people about knitting. It's a huge part, of our lives.
Or like Alice should just, you and Alice should just figure out, or just set up a time and meet at, you said Erin's having a booth there, is she?
Yeah, Fireweed Fiber Co is going to be there. So like we'll be in and out of the Fireweed Fiber Co booth the whole time. And very few people stop me in public. And I mean, it's gonna be weird. Like it's gotta be weird. Gotta be weird to see this person that you see on the internet all the time, and then you see them in person and you want to talk to them, and I usually what happens is someone gets close enough that they hear me. Yeah, which honestly is like a 10-meter radius around me. Like I got a loud voice, just not difficult to hear me in a crowd. I am obnoxiously loud. And that's just a part of who I am. So here we are. So they never hear Diana, but they hear me replying to Diana. Because Diana is much quieter.
Hey, I know that voice.
And I get, oh, I know your voice. And when it's directed at me, I usually go, yep, I'm on the internet. It's probably where you know my voice. And they go, yes. And then I'm like, there it is. It's great. But they always get, because then they realize they're talking to somebody that they watch. And you get that moment of panic across their face. And I just want to go, it's cool. It's weird for me too. Don't worry. You're not alone. I'm also going, I don't know you. Like, I want to get to know you. As strangers are just friends you haven't met yet. Like, yeah, let's have a conversation. But at the same time, who are you? Because if you don't comment in the YouTube comments, or if you're not a Patreon member, or if we don't interact on Instagram, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. And I am just as bad. Like, I don't comment on all the videos I watch. I don't interact with as many people as I consume media from via the internet. So I think Louise can tell you, I can disappear for weeks on her. I'm just gone. I don't know what's happened. Like, it's like I'm not that friend who's going to call you every day. I'm not that friend that's going to text you every day. Like, if you need me, I'm there. Yeah. I just also have a healthy respect that you have your own life. Like, you might not want to talk to me right now. Like, you might legit be busy doing stuff. Like cooking dinner. Like, stuff's got to happen. Okay. But yeah, we'll be with the Fireweed Fiber Co. We'd love to see people in a trend. I'm super excited to do it. Yeah.
That would be fun for you guys to meet up, just set a time and just say, hey, pop over to Erin's booth. And
I will suggest it to Erin and Diana, and then the week before I will pick a time. Yeah. That is exactly how that's going to work.
Yeah. And just say, we'll be here at 2:00 or 10:00 or whatever, right?
Well, I mean, she's my ride, so I'm
So whatever she says.
Erin's the driver, so like she makes those determinations for me. And I don't think Diana's not going to worry about renting a car. So Erin's in charge of the schedule in the ballpark of things. Erin's in charge of that. So that's the best for it, because wow, we don't want me in charge of the schedule. I'm a little militaristic about it. Oh, this is the time. Let's go.
I apparently have to go back to Michael's because
how do we get there?
Okay, well, so hold on.
I was just sitting here crocheting, waxing poetically about meeting people in the wilds. How do we get to Michael's?
Okay, well, because Emma says, she says yes, they're carts with baskets as shelves.
Oh, I like those carts.
Okay, well, I don't know what. So Sally says they're metal rolling carts with baskets. I have two. Oh yeah, so like they're all metal as shell. They're like baskets with shelves. Yes. Okay, yes. So it's the same as what I have then. Okay, yes, we're on the same page. I'm like, for a second, I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Is there something there that I've been missing? But no, I think they're the same. I know, and I love them. And who was it said they have? Oh, Sally has two. Yes.
I keep thinking that one might be handy in the living room to store fiber in the top of, and then other sort of living room things just tucked in the shelves below, like project bags of stuff.
I'm obsessed. I went to IKEA a few weeks ago, a month ago.
That's always dangerous.
Oh, I know. There was like so many things on wheels, and I was just like, oh my God, I just wanted all of these things. And I bought one. I only bought one, but it's going in the bathroom. I think it's not for yarn, believe it or not. Well, no, it's not. Well, it's not yet. Anyways, should never say never, but that's not what it's supposed to be for. Yes,
there is no space for anything
on wheels
in my bathroom. My bathroom is very small. It's very small. It's an apartment-sized bathroom, and it has a clawfoot tub. It is 2/3 tub, and the rest of it's crammed into that last third. And I would have it no other way.
Well,
I was talking with my uncle who dropped off a thing for me the other day because I got some new assistive tech. He'd never seen the apartment before, so we came in and did something with the apartment. He's like, well, I hate your tub. I'm like, I know, it's the worst. And he looked at me, I'm like, if it didn't have the tub, I might not have taken this apartment.
Okay, so Jocelyn, it sounds like, so I want to see, so Eva, you had your trip. Eva was in Texas for what, 16 days, I think she said. It must have been hot there.
Oh Lord, I can't even begin to imagine how warm Texas is this time of year.
I was in Texas. It was before August, like middle. When did I got married August 18th, and it was before that. So yeah, it probably was July, and oh man, it was hot.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. But did I see you got to go, your sister works at Michael's, so you got to go in before the store opened and shop?
Nice.
Oh, you're spoiled.
Nice.
That's awesome. Good. So did you enjoy the trip? You must have had a great time, did you, Eva?
Oh, I hope so. Trips are always better if they're done for fun reasons.
So it kind of sounds like you have got a meetup already kind of set up here.
Oh, good. If somebody else does the planning for me, even better.
I think Susanna's taking the lead on this. So she said,
beautiful.
So Susanna says, so it will be Jocelyn, Diana, Erin, Alice, Sherry, and anybody else. So look at that. There's 5 of you already. How fun would that be? I want to see pictures, like a group selfie of all you guys.
So I need to count to 8, and then 9, and then 10. But we were at the Edmonton Fiber Frolic in May. And I was laughing because Asa was like, you make sure you take a picture. You're not allowed to have any fun. No fun. Because it was going to be me and Sherry and Erin and Lindsay, right?
Oh, no.
And we promised her. Absolutely.
Absolutely no fun.
No fun. Absolutely no fun will be had at all by any of us. So we actually took a pouty face photo. It's a group selfie. So I'm standing there like, okay, everybody. Asa said no fun. So we all made pouty faces.
I know. Well, you can't have fun without Asa there. So yeah. So
we posted that. We said, see, Asa, no fun.
No fun.
And then we immediately took the smiling one and posted it to social. Oh,
Oh, Emma, you didn't get any thunderstorms last night? We had thunderstorms like all through Ontario, like not all, but um like a big range, a big range. And so they missed you guys, did you? Yeah, that's too bad. I know we got some rain here, which helped, but we could use more for sure. So Sam asked, what if a new knitter wants to learn how to knit if they're left-handed? How would you teach them? So I have had a left-handed knitter like bite my head off for this, but this isn't what I always first I suggest just to knit, right? Like don't worry about left or right-handed and just learn to knit right-handed if you can. And I feel I can say that because I am left-handed and I'm happy that I don't knit left-handed, but continental would be a good way for a left-handed knitter to knit because then you're throwing the yarn with your left hand. And if that doesn't work, then you can knit left-handed, but they do, but just to let them know, right? Like Jocelyn said, your patterns and things, you're going to have to flip around. So if you can just knit right-handed, it would make things a little more easier.
oh, see, now I'm in the opposite school of thought.
Yeah.
That enough. We are a percentage of the population. We are a very steady percentage of the population. Enough of this shaming because I'm left-handed. If you are left-handed, knit left-handed. All you need to do is remove left and right from any instruction you receive. It is either the yarn, it's either you're working off of an active needle or an inactive needle. Take the left and right out. That is all you need to do.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, that's it.
And really, and what we call knitting backwards is just knitting left-handed.
Yeah, that's it. That like there's no need for it to be a thing. So but I mean, like I am hardcore. That's it. Enough of this right-handed world nonsense. Like we make up a big portion of the population. Enough of this stuff. Enough. Left-handed. It's not that weird. We're not
just learn to knit both ways. Then you
which is, I mean, it's going to be handier for you anyway, because at some point you're going to hurt your left or your right hand. Having a backup hand is going to save you from being bored to tears. Because at some point you will injure yourself.
And there's times that you want to knit both ways, right? If you're doing entrelac or bobbles or short rope, that's great to not have to turn your work.
Oh yeah, super handy, super helpful. But it's just that's all it is. That's all I did. So like whenever I'm teaching someone, if they're left or they're right-handed, there is no left hand, right hand. It is just active to inactive. That's it. However you hold it, continental, the way you're either working from onto an active needle, off an inactive needle. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, super, super simple. And it's the same with the crochet, because people are like, you're left-handed crochet, it must be hard. No. It's not. I'm just going the other way. I'm just going the other way. That's all it is. I'm gonna end up in the same spot you are. I'm just going about it.
That's the one thing. Like I don't even think about it. Like knitting. I have no problem knitting right-handed. Crochet is I do crochet right-handed, but that's one that I do want to pick up with my left hand.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's it. Like when I make circles, instead of going from 12 to 1, I'm going from 12 to 11. I go 12 to 1. So like I'm still back at noon when I'm finished. I've just gone the other direction.
Right. Yeah.
And with crochet, that means nothing. It just means I flip the pattern when I'm finished. And hey, look, right side's out. It's super easy. Oh well, we are after 8. I should call my dad or my grandpa back.
Oh, we are quarter after.
So I should give him a call before he goes to bed. So.
Oh, hey, Deborah.
We should wrap up for this check-in. Well, for the mid-month motivation. Now that I've lectured about left hand, pro left hand. Go left hand.
I know. I mean, it goes back to, right, you're gonna do what works best for you. So whether it's just knitting, because I just like to call it knitting, whether and not worry about left or right-handed.
Doesn't really boil down to any difference.
I mean, you can make it work either way, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. So, Sherry said that she's not going to be there. She won't be in Manitoba.
No, she's going to the Edmonton Fiber Frolic in November, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Emma.
And I can hear Daisy in your background.
Yes, I think she's realized now that she has not had supper yet.
It's okay, Daisy. I'm trying to get your mom off the internet. I promise. I gotta go call my grandpa before he goes to bed.
Oh, there. Oh, what is, okay. Oh, Deborah said she's left-handed, but she, yeah, so she didn't know there was a, yeah, so she just, yep, there's 2 needles and she knits right-handed and crochets right-handed. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Good.
grandma showed me to knit when I was very little, and I picked up the needles with the other hand, and she's like, "You want to do it with that hand?" I said, "Yep." She said, "Cool, do it with that hand."
Yeah. Yep.
She's like,
You
"It's
do,
irrelevant. In the end, you're gonna have a scarf when you're finished." She's not wrong.
yep. You do what works. Do
Yep.
what you're gonna feel comfortable with.
It made it interesting to teach, and sometimes when people are helping me fix work, they gotta sit there and puzzle it out for a hot second. And I usually get a look, and you don't care if the stitches are twisted, do you? Nope, sure don't.
No, that's a minor problem.
Yeah, that's minor.
Ah, okay.
Ta-da! That I won't lie. I gotta go to the bathroom, guys.
Oh, so it is time. Gotta let
It's
Jocelyn
time.
go.
Gotta let me go.
All right. Well, yeah, we're over our hour and a half.
Yeah, we're right on schedule. Right on
We're
schedule.
conveniently later than, yes. All right. Well, guys, this has been a great motivation. I'm all motivated to get my projects knit for our next chapter.
Yeah.
So
2 weeks. Less
2
than.
Hold
Less
the
than at this
Jocelyn.
point.
Yes. Okay. Well, everybody, thanks for chatting. It's always so fun chatting live with you guys. So have a great almost weekend, right? It's Thursday night, kind of the start of the weekend. So have a great weekend and good long weekend for you guys who have a long weekend coming up soon.
Yeah.
And we'll see you back here in 2 weeks.
Oh God, there's so much to do. Okay. Yes.
Get
2
working.
weeks.
Get working.
Oh Lord.
All right. I will end the live stream now. So we will chat with you.